Alright guys, what is going on? I'm Tubby. I'm still sick. Two things in this video. We're going to be talking about GM mode, why it's not going to be in WWE 13 and probably not even WWE 14. You guys can tell I'm losing my voice here. The reason I'm not doing regular GM mode on my channel this week, well, I don't know if it's going to be all week, but I came back from a trip from Florida last night. And I can barely talk for 5 minutes without having to cough or, throw up a lung. So unfortunately, I can't do a 15-minute to 20-minute GM mode, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's the most watched thing on my channel, but not going to be able to do it. So we're talking about GM mode, and, I brought up a video, what is the most requested feature? And by far, it's always been GM mode. Now, the big question is, why can't WWE THQ put GM mode in? Look at the facts that, nostalgically now it's fun. But back in the day, GM mode was annoying as shit. And, the reason being was, unless you did those, it's not cheating, but unless you did those kind of glitch things, it was a bitch to try to play. And I'm going to be honest with you here, I hated GM mode, when I wasn't getting viewers and fans until, I started either doing the COD trick, which I haven't done in my series, or, trading out for 100 superstars. It was boring and it sucked because the rosters weren't big enough. Now, if GM mode returned in WWE 13, it won't this year. I can pretty much guarantee it. But if it returns in future games with 70-some superstars on the roster, it'd be a hell of a lot easier. 30 per show instead of, like, back in there, it was like 15 and 18 and 18, or 18, 18, and 18 for like 48 superstars. Now it could be like 30 and 30 or 35 and 35, so it'd be a heck of a lot more useful in video game. But I think, I've ultimately realized that WWE and THQ mainly is on kind of like a 5-year plan. And you have to realize a few different things. Yearly release titles are kind of a bitch to make because the design cycle you have is only like 5 to 7 months. It's not very long. You don't have much time, and you're saying, Tubby, well, then don't produce a yearly game. It's in the licensing. They have to, they have to put out that product to make the money. And it's just like, EA when they put out their sports titles, where should we just get one FIFA video game and then get patches or updates every year, and then every, 2 years we get a game? That's what a lot of people say. And I was always one of those guys that said, let's not do a yearly release title. I want a yearly release title, because I want something new, I want something fresh. But I can pretty much guarantee you guys, WWE 13 won't be having GM mode. It's just a feature that, they're working on so many different things. It's not going to be in there. I think it would be a little interesting to see it in a future game. But make sure to leave your feedback. What do you think about GM mode? And why should it be in the game?